Right, YouTube, Shadow King Nazu, and we got some more reveals and gameplay for Digimon Story Time Stranger. This time we're covering Bacchusmon. Now, for those who didn't watch my previous videos and isn't familiar with Greco-Roman mythologies, Bacchusmon is basically based on Bacchus, who is the Roman version of Dionysus, the god of wine and madness. So naturally we have a Digimon that's focused on that. Let's take a look, shall we? Reminds me of Majin Buu. And he's using his Cook of the Abyss ability, I believe that's what it's called. Not really much to go on here. It's basically using the ability where apparently he turns his enemies or whatever he puts in his belly mouth, and it absorbs the data and turns it into wine. It does say that he's the chief of the Gear Force, so he's basically fulfilling the same role as Mercurymon does for Central Town and Volcanusmon fills for the Factorial area. I imagine Neptunemon's going to be in charge of the Abyss area. It's basically that, along those lines. Maybe also, considering it's a forest and Sarismon is supposed to be the Greco-Roman version of Demeter, maybe they are co-rulers, co-over-chiefs. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. There's not really much to go on. However, we do have another one to talk about. Apocalymon, which we saw in the last game, Hacker's Memory. In terms of Pokemon, it's basically the same. I forgot what his attack was called. But it was basically to do a fixed damage of 444. It wasn't really all that useful in PvE. I heard some people said it was meant to like take care of the eaters who have like low health but really high defense, which is why they can be troublesome even if you had like higher evolved Digimon. But personally, I am hoping that Pokemon will have a more useful ability instead of just doing a fixed damage of 444. But considering that they're raising the stats, maybe it'll be raised to like 4,444. But I think we could do something better than that. I heard some people say that the 444 is supposed to have some sort of significant meaning, but I don't remember what it was. I just think like maybe something like piercing damage or doing status effects would probably be more effective. I just thought it would have more impact considering this is supposed to be the final antagonist of the Digimon Adventure, the original series. But let's I did promise you some gameplay, and let's check that out, shall we? First, we gotta go through this commercial. Now, apparently, this is from an expo showing off Digimon Story Time Stranger, and apparently, this is the first boss fight. We got Garurumon using Foxfire against a bunch of Ogremon variants. Ooh, Patamon's at a disadvantage because it is a data type and Ogremon and his variants are basically viruses. Gomamon does better because he's a vaccine type. I guess that's explaining the cross arts ability. I guess I probably should mention this is a bit of a spoiler for the people who haven't played the game. Which doesn't really affect Garurumon much because he's also a vaccine type. Foxfire is very effective. Oh, cross art explosion. I'm allowed to shoot Digimon because this is America. I mean, yeah, I know this is basically Japanese, but I just want to roll with the joke. So, for anyone who was wondering, yes, you can shoot your enemies with your gun. That's gonna be slightly funny. On the one hand, I think it's kind of repetitive that we have Ogremon serving as the first boss because he was the first boss alongside Devimon in Hacker's Memory. I mean, there's like over 1,000 Digimon. I'm pretty sure we could have come up with some adult level, usually antagonistic Digimon to replace Ogremon with that could serve as a jobber. Um, so a bit of a spoiler for the people who play this game and choose Patamon as their first Digimon. Considering you're going to be fighting Virus type, that puts us at a disadvantage since Patamon is a Data type Digimon, which is weak against Virus, but he'll evolve into Angemon, which is a vaccine type. But fortunately, you'll have, according to this demo, you'll have help from like Garurumon. Maybe that's from like the male character's sibling, either the brother or the sister. Maybe they have Garurumon to help you out. But all in all, it's basically just showing off the first boss. Not too difficult, and all showing off the basic gameplay. And nice to see that you can use your gun to attack the enemy. You guys tell me in the comment section down below, what did you think of these reveals in the gameplay? Are you excited that Pokemon is back? Are you okay with him having the fixed damage, or do you think he should have a better effect? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll catch you mortals later.